What does the word respectively mean in software development? C# text reader and text writer are another way to read and write file respectively. I added a text box and button I called pubdate and tubdate respectively. In the right hand column, we'll use 3 text blocks, the first and third as fixed labels, with the values like ability and % respectively. Worker supports progress and worker supports cancellation, which hold true/false values that let the background worker report progress or cancel an async progress respectively. While learning the many different aspects of development, I have not come across a book or series where the word respectively is not used in explaining an example. Honestly, I guess it's implied that we know what it means. To me, I always kind of skim over it because I can usually figure out what they're saying through the surrounding context. Can anyone explain this?
This is not really a programming question. It is always true in English that when you say A and B are true for X and Y respectively, you mean that it is true for X and B is true for Y. So to take your examples. C# text reader is another way to read a file and text writer is another way to write a file. I added a text box I called pubdate and button I called tubdate. In the right hand column, we'll use 3 text blocks, the first, with the value like ability, and third, with the value % as fixed labels. Worker supports progress, which holds true/false values that lets the background worker report progress, and worker supports cancellation, which holds true/false values that let the background worker cancel an async progress.
Respectively is used when presenting 2 lists that have a direct correlation. Those sentences can be rewritten like so. C# text reader, to read, and text writer, to write, are another way, or C# provides another way to read, with text reader, and to write, with text writer. Each item in both lists has a direct relation with respect to the corresponding item in the other list.
I added a text box and button I called tubupdate and btupdate respectively. Means, I added a text box I called tubupdate and a button I called btupdate. Just in addition, my guidebook prefer the latter form because it's easier to read. Imagine if there are 5 items being listed.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.